again. Now we are going to study the last lesson in this unit, which is 3.10, the impact of disease. And we are going to study the impact of disease in reproduction, in growth and development, and also in behavior. So let's start with disease and reproduction. Actually, here we have 4 cases. The first one is if the woman has an infection in her oviducts. Before that, we say that oviducts are very important because the fertilization process happens inside the oviducts. So, if the woman has an infection inside the oviducts, so they may become plugged. So when they are plugged, so we don't have place to make fertilization. So the woman cannot easily have children. So if the oviducts are plugged, the woman cannot easily have children. And the oviducts may become plugged because of the infection. So this is the first case. Now the second case, if a teenage boy or man catches mumps, it may affect his testes. Okay, so the woman no longer makes fertile sperm. So if the woman cannot make a fertile sperm, so he will be unable to father a child. So the first problem was in woman, if she has an infection in the oviduct. The second one, if the man has problem in his testes, so he cannot make fertile sperm. The third one, some diseases a woman may catch while she's pregnant. So like rubella, actually rubella can cause brain damage and death, and also deafness. So rubella is one of the diseases that can catch while the woman is pregnant. And the last disease here, we have sexually transmitted diseases. Those diseases can pass to the unborn child and cause great damage in the baby and even death, like HIV/AIDS. You know that AIDS can pass from the mother to the baby during the pregnancy time. Okay, so this is the last type of disease. Okay, now let's see the disease with or the impact of disease in growth and development. Actually, if you look at this picture, you will find that we have a boy. This boy has an iodine deficiency. Iodine deficiency, that means we have a little iodine. So when we have, or the boy or the baby has a little iodine, so the child develops a swollen neck, and also we have a glands inside the body called thyroid glands. Those glands are not working if the baby has a little iodine, and also the baby does not grow properly, and the brain or his brain does not develop fully. And this type of disease or deficiency disease known as cretinism. Okay, so cretinism means the lacking of iodine or taking a little iodine, and that will develop swollen necks, thyroid glands, and also the brain does not work or develop fully. Okay, what about the second disease, which is marasmus, for example, or kwashiorkor? Those two diseases are caused by lacking of protein. So if we did not get enough protein, so the baby will be short and will not develop the muscles. Okay, and lacking of protein suffer diseases such as marasmus and kwashiorkor. So we mentioned 2 diseases or 3 diseases, one of them in lacking of iodine, which is cretinism, and here we have marasmus and kwashiorkor, which caused by lacking of protein. Let's start with the last part, which is diseases and behavior, and how the diseases change the behavior. How disease change the behavior. Now you know that most diseases affect your behavior by the first thing, by making you feel unwell and tired and lacking, and you have lacking in energy, so you feel that you cannot move all the time and you are tired all the time. So that will make you lazy. And the second effect, people can no longer care for their children or their partner. So if the people have a disease, this disease will affect the behavior by making the person careless for the children and the partner. Okay, the third thing which we have in changing in the behaviors, if you have disease, actually they can have a very dramatic effect on the behavior. And here we have people with mental illnesses may be full of energy. So those are the four things. So making you feel unwell and tired, and sometimes you will be careless about the children and the partner, and also you may have a very dramatic effect on the behavior. And if you have problem in mind, which is mental illnesses, so you may be full of energy. Now, we said before that we can take drugs to cure diseases, or we can take in pharmaceutical drugs. So for cure diseases, we have to take drugs. For example, we can use antibiotics. Antibiotics allow people to reproduce, grow, and behave as healthy as possible. So antibiotics, if we have some problems in the body, if we cannot reproduce, so we take in antibiotics to reproduce, to grow, or to behave healthy. Okay, but if we want to cure diseases, we have to take in drugs. So thank you for listening. Memorize the main things that I mentioned in the lessons. Thank you and good luck.